Hi, my name is Dr. Todd Rowe. I'd like to share some tips on using the homeopathic medicine, Dulcamara. Before I start, I'd just like to say that nothing in this material is meant to diagnose, prescribe, treat, or cure any illness. Please consult with your homeopathic practitioner for treatment options. Dulcamara is the plant Bittersweet, also known as woody nightshade. The plant is prepared from a tincture of the stems and leaves. The plant is a deciduous climbing shrub that grows here in the United States, also in Europe, Asia, and Africa. It's a fairly common plant. It has purple flowers and a very distinctive bittersweet aroma. In practice in homeopathy, we use this remedy a lot for colds and flus, particularly colds and flus that are brought on by cold and damp weather. And typically people who need this remedy are coughing up a lot of phlegm. It's also a wonderful remedy for hay fever. You can use the remedy to treat hives or urticaria, and it can be one of our best remedies to treat and remove flat warts, typically which occur on the feet. It's also one of our main remedies for ringworm. Another acute usage of this remedy is for diarrhea, and typically their diarrhea is yellow or greenish and worse with cold, damp weather. Typically, Dulcamara patients are better with warmth and feel quite chilly. Oftentimes their problems come on in rainy, wet weather or with a sudden change from hot to cold weather. They also typically are worse in the evening and worse with rest. As I said, it's one of our main remedies for hay fever, particularly in the fall, and hay fever that comes on after exposure to cold and damp. There can be constant sneezing and a desire to keep the nose warm. Typically, there's a discharge from the nose and eyes that's better in a closed room or on waking. Dulcamara is also one of our main remedies for acute Bell's palsy, which is paralysis of one side of the face. It also is very useful for sore throats that seem to come on after every cold, damp exposure. They can have slimy and yellow stools, especially in infants, as well as a fair amount of colic or rumbling in the abdomen, as if diarrhea is going to come on, but it never seems to come. Also, their colds seem to settle in the chest with a lot of loose mucus. Their hives can be very strong. It's also one of our main remedies for impetigo in children. There can be ringworm on the scalp, tinea capitis, and also warts on the hands, fingers, and face, which tend to be large, smooth, and flat. This remedy can be compared to poison ivy, which is Rus toxicodendron, calcium carbonate, Calcarea carbonica, or barium carbonate, Berita carbonica. You can order this remedy at orders@amchorg, or if you'd like to know more about this remedy and other acute remedies, you can learn about our acute care course at acutecare@amchorg. Thank you.